Subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon and watch the full video. If an orphan abandoned by the world carried a secret light that could change hearts, would people notice him or ignore him? This is the story of a boy who lost everything, yet gave the world more than anyone else. Tonight, ask yourself, what is true wealth? The gold we hold or the faith we carry? Story of Hamid, a young orphan in a poor village. Other children mock him for being fatherless. His mother tells him, "When the world abandons you, Allah holds you closer." He starts memorizing Quran from the village imam. Question for audience. If the world looked down on you, would you still keep walking the path of Allah? A famine strikes. Villagers fight over food. Hamid shares his single piece of bread with a blind beggar. That night he goes hungry but feels peace. Imam tells him, the Prophet ﷺ was an orphan, yet he fed others before himself. Hamid moves to the city to earn a living. He works as a helper in a merchant's shop. One day he finds gold coins fallen from a rich man's bag. His heart struggles. Poverty versus honesty. He returns the gold. The rich man mocks him. "Foolish boy." "You will die poor," Hamid whispers. "Better to die poor than to meet Allah as a thief." Hook question. What would you do if wealth was in your hand, but your soul was at stake? Hamid makes a friend, Salman. Salman becomes greedy, tries to trick Hamid into stealing. When Hamid refuses, Salman betrays him and spreads lies. Hamid is thrown out of the shop, jobless, hungry, and homeless. He prays all night under the open sky, "Ya Allah, you are enough for me." Hamid dreams of the Prophet smiling at him, placing a lamp in his hands. Voice and dream. Carry this light. Do not let the world blow it out. He wakes with tears, feeling new strength. An old traveler arrives in the city, weak and thirsty. People ignore him. Hamid gives his last coin for water and food. The man reveals himself as a wise scholar. He says, "Young man, your heart carries a light. Come with me, I will teach you." Hamid studies Quran, Hadith, and wisdom under the scholar. He becomes known for his honesty and kindness. People begin seeking him for advice. Yet, he remains humble. "I am just an orphan carrying a lamp my prophet gave me." After many years, Hamid returns to his village. The people who once mocked him now respect him. He rebuilds the masjid, teaches children Quran, feeds the poor. Even Salman, his betraying friend, returns in shame. Hamid forgives him, saying, "Forgive, as you want Allah to forgive you." Hamid grows old. One night he lights a lamp in the masjid and prays, "Ya Allah, you gave me nothing of this world, but you filled my heart with light. Take me now, while I still hold it." At dawn, villagers find him in sujud, smiling, the lamp still glowing. The boy the world ignored became the man who carried light. Wealth ends, power fades, but faith and kindness outlive the grave. If today you hold a lamp of faith, will you let it shine, or let the world blow it out? 7 minutes. If your entire life was reduced to 2 doors, one leading to eternal success and the other to eternal loss, how would you choose? Tonight's story is about a wealthy merchant who thought he had everything, until he stood before 2 doors he could not escape. Kareem, a poor boy, becomes a successful merchant in Damascus. Known for sharp business skills, but his heart hardens. He stops praying, neglects Quran, thinks wealth equals power. His mother warns, "Wealth without faith is like water in the desert. It disappears." Hook question. If your success started taking you away from Allah, would you stop or keep going? One evening, a blind beggar asks for food. Kareem humiliates him. Work for your bread instead of begging. The beggar prays, Ya Allah, open his eyes before it's too late. That night, Kareem dreams of a huge palace with 2 locked doors. Kareem enters the first door in his dream. He sees mountains of gold, servants bowing, music, luxury. But slowly the gold turns to dust. Voices whisper, This is the door of greed. Everything you built will vanish. He wakes up terrified but ignores it. A week later, he dreams again. This time he stands before the second door. When it opens, he sees a grave. Darkness, serpents, fire. Angels ask, Where are your prayers? Where is your Quran? Where is your Sadaqah? Kareem screams, wakes drenched in sweat. Question. If Allah showed us the grave before death, how many of us would change today? Kareem rushes to the masjid, weeping, praying after years. He gives away half his wealth to the poor, finds the blind beggar, kneels, and what is the value of one promise? Can a single promise last beyond money, betrayal, and even death? Tonight you will hear a story that will test your heart. Before we begin, ask yourself, if you had to choose between saving yourself or saving someone you love, what would you choose? Act 1. Innocence and Brotherhood. 2 boys, Rahman, kind, patient, and Kareem, ambitious, restless, grow up in poverty but share everything. Their father teaches them, true wealth is in honesty and loyalty. Promise me you will never betray each other. They promise hand on heart. Kareem wants to leave for fortune. Rahman stays to care for their sick father. Question. If your brother wanted to leave you for his dream, would you let him go or hold him back? On his deathbed, father whispers to Rahman, One day your brother will forget his promise, but you must not forget yours. Act 2. Rise and fall of Kareem. Kareem struggles, sleeps on the streets, but learns cunning tricks. Slowly he rises, lies, bribes, betrayals. Wealth flows in. Meanwhile, Rahman works the fields, helps widows, teaches children. Poor but respected. Question. Who would you rather be, Kareem the rich or Rahman the respected? Kareem's closest partner betrays him. He loses millions but covers his pain with arrogance. Act 3. Reunion of Brothers. Chapter 7. Return to the village, 35 minutes. After 20 years, Kareem returns in golden carriages. Villagers whisper, Look, the rich man has come. Rahman greets him humbly. Kareem mocks him. You wasted your life. Look at me. Question. If your brother insulted you after 20 years, would you forgive or hate him? Rahman shows Kareem their father's wooden box. Inside, a diary of wisdom. A note. Greed will blind you. Love will save you. Kareem ignores it. Act 4. Judgment of Fate. Police raids, lawsuits, partners betray again. Kareem loses everything. His servants vanish. He returns to Rahman in shame. Question, when life takes away all your money, what remains? Rahman embraces him. Brother, I never needed your wealth. I needed your presence. Act 5. Redemption and legacy. Kareem sells his last assets. Builds. Schools for orphans. A hospital for the sick. Wells for the thirsty. He finally sleeps peacefully. Question. Can a man with a sinful past truly change? Rahman falls ill on his deathbed. You finally found peace. Keep the promise alive. Even after me, Rahman dies with a smile. Kareem cries like a child. Act 6, the eternal promise. Now an old man, Kareem sits under a tree. Children gather as he tells the story of his mistakes and redemption. Final words. Remember, one promise is stronger than all the gold in the world. Keep your word, and you will never be poor. Final hook. Question. Would you choose a short life of wealth or a long life of respect? Moral of the story: money fades, power fades, but a promise kept, love given, and kindness shared, these live forever. Narration voice. Have you ever wondered what true sight is? Is it the eyes that see gold or the heart that sees truth? Let me tell you a story. There was once a mighty king named Zahir. He was wealthy, powerful, and feared across lands. But he was arrogant. He thought money bought loyalty and strength bought love. Question: if you had absolute power, would you rule with fear or with kindness? One day outside the palace, Zahir saw a blind beggar. The beggar whispered, "King, you are blind too, and not of the eyes, but of the heart." Enraged, Zahir ordered the beggar to be jailed. That night the king dreamt that all his gold turned to dust. The blind beggar appeared in the dream. "Your kingdom will fall unless you learn what true sight means." Zahir woke in fear. Question: do you believe dreams can be warnings from fate? Slowly, drought and famine struck. His soldiers stole. His ministers betrayed him.